Hello and welcome to Yoga Sculpt Strength. My name is Kylie. Thank you for joining me here in my home studio in beautiful Costa Rica. Yoga Sculpt Strength uses traditional yoga poses, and we add in some strength training and a little bit of cardio, and you get a really well-rounded workout. So you are welcome to just do all these moves as body weight, but if you want a little extra challenge, you can add some very light weights. I'm using 5 pounds, but you can use 2 or 3 or 5. Nothing crazy, because this is not about maxing out. This is about endurance training with weights. So you'll want a mat and a water. Make sure you take water breaks when you need to. All right, let's get going. We're gonna stand in mountain pose to get started. Feeling that length up through the spine, up through the crown of your head, like there's a string at your crown of your head pulling you up, feeling that nice long spine. And we're gonna warm up those arms, because our extra focus today is arms. So bring your arms wide out to the side and then cross them in. Just warming them up with an active stretch back and forth. Really stretching them wide at the back, pulling the shoulder blades together and forward. Okay, let your arms drop back down to the side. We're going to do some swimming. So swimming forward, bringing the arms like you're doing a front crawl. You can let the hips or torso kind of sway a little bit, rotate however you want, and then speed it up. Really warming up through the arms, but also I'm definitely feeling my abs. Okay, slow it back down. We're gonna go backwards now into that back crawl. Is that what it's called? Back when you're swimming. Keep the palm over your head when you go back. We're not gonna go as fast with this one. All right, and come to a stop. Widen your stance a little bit. We're going to go into some squats and then open the arms out and up. So sweeping the arms around, bringing in those legs, warming up. We're going to bring some serious energy to our day. Shake it out if you had a difficult night's sleep like we did. Smoke detector was beeping. So shake it off, starting fresh. All right, one last one. Okay, coming down to your mat into a table position. We're gonna warm up that spine with some cat-cows. So making sure your knees are below your hips and your wrists are below your shoulders. Inhale as you drop the belly down and look up to the ceiling. And then exhale as you pull the belly button up and into the spine and drop the chin. Keep going. So inhale, look back up to the ceiling, dropping the belly, opening up through the front side, and then squeeze out all the air as you pull the belly button into the spine. One more time. And exhale. Coming back into a neutral table position. We're going to warm up the wrists a little bit. So pedaling the hands back and forth, kind of lifting them up, waving through them, and now start to turn your wrists so your fingers turn towards the outside of your mat. As far as feels good. Make sure you're always listening to your body. If something doesn't feel right, that's a sign you should modify. Maybe start to strengthen other areas. Take the variation that's right for you. You can twist your fingers as far as feels good, even maybe pointing to the back of your mat. And then come into stillness here. We'll just shift the hips just a little bit back, stretching extra. All right, pedal through, bring them back to front. back to the front of your mat. All right, taking the weight off your hands completely, we're going to flip the palms so the front of your hands are on the mat, very gently at first. This is a very intense stretch. You can place as much weight into your hands as you feel like you can, really stretching, especially through those forearms. And the wrists, of course. All right, lifting back up gently. Do a few wrist rotations, and then we'll come back to our table, lifting or tuck the toes, lift the knees, pressing up into your down dog. Pedal through the feet. You can shake the hips. You can shake your head back and forth. Stretching out through this first down dog of our routine. And then coming into stillness, letting the heart really drop toward the mat. You can have a slight bend or generous bend in your knees if you need. Now we're going to lift the heels together as we inhale. So keeping the back exactly where it is and the hands, just slowly lift the heels up so your hips will become higher. And then exhale as you drop them back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. All right, look at the space between your thumbs and slowly walk forward toward the front of your mat into that forward fold position. Then halfway lift so your spine is lengthened like a capital L shape. And then exhale down into that forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. You can sway a little bit side to side. And then drop your hands to the mat or to your shins. And then slowly up into your halfway lift. And then bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up. Inhale, sweep your arms to the side. And up. Exhale, mountain pose. We're going to go into some sun salutations with a little extra variation for our sculpt and strength. So from mountain, we're going to inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back with your right foot, then your left foot. One push-up. So from here, make sure you're pressing your toes forward, coming into that sort of chaturanga position. Back up, and then press into down dog. Step forward with your right, then your left. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And that was round one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, left foot, then right foot. This time 2 push-ups. Keeping the elbows nice and close to the chest and press back into down dog. Step forward with your right foot, then your left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Sweep the arms out and up. We're done with round 2. Let's keep going. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back with your right foot, then your left foot. 3 push-ups. If you need, you can always drop your knees to a supported push-up. And press back into your down dog. Step forward, right foot, then left foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Round 4. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, left foot back, right foot back. 4 push-ups. Dropping the knees if you need. Making sure your form is good. Keeping the back flat, and then we'll meet in a down dog. Step forward with your left foot, then your right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Arms out and up. And exhale, forward fold. Round 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands this time. Step or hop back. 5 push-ups. And then we'll meet back in a down dog. All right, bend your knees, look at the space between your hands, and either step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. You got this. You know it's coming. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. 6 push-ups. Last round. You can do it. Drop your knees if you need. And we'll meet in a down dog. Nice job, everyone. Okay, bend your knees. Look at the space between your thumbs and step or hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. And then exhale into your mountain pose. Okay, nice job. That was some good sun salutations to get us really warmed up. We're gonna come into our first resistance training. So if you have weights, you're welcome to grab them right now, but not necessary. You're welcome to just do this with body weight too. So okay, bring your hands into a hammer curl position. We're gonna open up into a goddess squat. So feet are gonna be wider and toes are gonna twist out to a 45-degree angle. Okay, now bring your arms up to a cactus position. We're gonna squat and then press up with the weights. So squat down, then push press at the top. Coming as deep into your goddess as you can. Trying not to drop the weights too far. Keeping the arms in cactus. I have to remind myself of that too. At the bottom of the move, don't drop them down like this. Keep them at about a 90-degree angle. Okay, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop into your goddess squat and pulse. Keep those arms up. Try to keep them at a 90-degree angle. Pulsing into your squat as far as you can. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Hold. Bring your arms to your chest. We're going to do some punches while we hold this goddess squat. So very slow punches forward. A little bit cross the body. Making sure that your back is nice and lengthened, straight, lifting up the crown of your head to the ceiling, like you're pressing your back into, like you're leaning against a wall. So we're not forward and we're not hunched. We're nice and flat against that wall. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that cactus one last time. 7. It's burning now. 5, 4. You got this. 3. Just 2. 1. Come all the way up. Woo! All right. My quads are waking up now. All right. We're going to do one more move standing, and then we'll go down to our mats. So in this, we're going to come to the front of the mat. We're going to do some reverse lunges with our hammer curls. So keep your weights. If you have them, we're going to alternate legs. So stepping back as we hammer curl, and then drop the weights to the side as you come back up. Slow and steady and intentional. Trying to get that back knee just hovering above the mat, or even tap it a little bit if you want. Trying to get those legs in 90-degree positions, making sure that front knee does not come over that ankle. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to stay on one side. So take your right foot back and back up. So just the right leg is moving. Focusing on this side first. Last 3, 2, 1. Stay back in your lunge and pulse. You can keep your arms and your weights by your shoulders, or even raise them up for a little bit more resistance. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand back up. We go to the other side. So step back with your left leg. Keep that hammer curl going. Our focus is a little bit more on arms today, but we're obviously making sure the whole body gets a nice workout today too. All right, just 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it back here and pulse. You got it. Straighten the arms over the head for a little extra challenge if you want. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up all the way. Whew. Shake it out. Oh, you can drop the weights if you want. Take a drink. Shake out those legs. Keep them moving though. Shake out. Okay. All right. We're done with our standing sequence. We have to go down to the mat now. So I'm going to take a quick drink and we'll meet down in a supported plank position. All right. So supported plank is a little bit different than table. Your knees are going to be a little bit further back. So if you want, you can find your table and then just sort of bring them back a little bit. You can make sure you're in a plank or a supported plank by lifting the knees up, get into that full plank position, and then drop the knees again. This is your supported plank. We're going into push-ups. So we're going to do 8 push-ups here. Ready? Dropping all the way down, pressing up, keeping the elbows near the body, squeezing them into the chest. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Press back into your child's pose. I know, you're welcome. So knees can be together. They can be wide. Keep those toes touching, stretching those legs. They deserve a nice good stretch right now after those exercises we did standing. All right. One more deep breath in and slowing the breath down, exhaling. Okay, come back to your supported plank. You can stay here in a supported plank, or if you want an added challenge, you can come up to your high plank. We are doing 4 push-ups, and then we'll sit back either into a floating child pose, where your knees are off the ground, or a full child's pose. I'm gonna leave these options up to you. All right, ready? 4 push-ups. 3, 4, press back into your child's pose or floating child's pose. Come back, 4 push-ups. Press back into your child's pose variation. Coming back, keep going. Dropping your knees down if you need a little extra support. If you feel like, let's do child's pose. Coming back. If your form is suffering, make sure you drop those knees. Keep the back flat. I think I gotta drop my knees now. 3, 4, press back into the child's pose. This is the last one. All right, 4 push-ups, fuller supported. Really feeling those triceps now. All the way up and child's pose. All right. Don't float this one. Let's just go full child's pose. Stretching out those arms. Maybe even dropping the head. Taking some deep breaths in. And deep breaths out. Okay. Whew. That was a really good push-up sequence. All right. We're going to come into a low plank. Now, low plank meaning on your elbows instead of up on your wrists. So, coming down to your elbows. Then, you can keep your knees down again if you need extra support, or press into the feet, lifting up the knees. So we're going to hold here. Holding here, giving our wrists a break. That feels pretty good on the wrists now. For a little extra challenge, try pulling your elbows down toward your feet. It really lights up the core. But I want you to pull your belly button into your chest either way, or up to the spine. Just pull that belly button in, engage that core. All right, from here, we are going to slowly turn onto one side and open up into a low side plank on the elbows. Okay, holding here for a moment. We're gonna do some hip dips. So dropping the hips down to the ground and back up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that top. Stretch the top arm up. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to your front plank on your elbows. Okay, we're going to the other side. So slowly tipping the other direction. We're going to hold here just for a few seconds till we make sure we got a good, strong foundation, and then we're going to start our hip dips. Ready? Let's go. Down, up. Just barely tapping the ground with your hip and coming back up. 3, 2, 1. Hold up top. Lengthen the top arm up to the ceiling. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your front plank. All right. Here we are. I want you to drop the knees and lift them back up. Drop. Just tapping them down and lift. Tap. Lift. Tap. Lift. 4, 3, 2, last one. Tap, lift. Okay, you're done. Drop your knees. Press back into that child's pose again. You deserve it. Nice job. We are done with planks. Promise. No more planks, no more push-ups. Push-ups are such a good body weight exercise for arms, though. We had to really lean into them today. Okay. Coming up onto your knees. Okay. This is a hero pose on your knees. You can stay here for these exercises. You can lift up, or you can stand up as well in a mountain pose. So whatever variation is right for you. If you have weights, you will probably want them for these exercises. But again, do what's right for you. So I'm going to sit down into my hero pose and really focus on arms. So one weight in each hand. We're going to start with some hammer curls. So this is going to feel amazing after all those push-ups. So just curling to 90 degrees and stretching back down. The palms are facing the body. Oh, this feels really good right now. And feels like a nice, almost like a relaxing weight training exercises. But don't worry, we're going to ramp it up. So just starting to build the heat in those biceps. All right, just a few more. Let's do 2 and 1. All right, hold in your 90 degree. Now I want you to lift the elbows out to the side and back down. Do that a few times. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now lift one more time and hold it. This time, from here, start to stretch your arms open to the side. And then lower them all the way back down. So hammer curl, lift the elbows, stretch to the side and down. We're going to do that sequence a few times. When you get your arms out to the side, make sure you keep a slight bend in those elbows. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of these. I'm starting to feel it in my shoulders. Okay, now we're going to do some lateral raises. So just up and down to the side, keeping the elbows bent. It can be a soft bend, it can be a generous bend. Making sure that your spine is lengthened up. You never want to choose weight and quantity over quality. So making sure you always have good form. Okay, on this one, I want you to keep it out to the side. Flip the palms. We're going to pulse. Yep. Oh gosh, this is spicy. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop the arms. All right, I need a quick shake out of those arms. Shake those arms, swing them back and forth. Take a quick drink if you need. All right. you're using weights, grab them again. We're going into our cactus. All right, so cactus, our arms are at a 90 degree out to the side. We're going to start with shoulder press. So from here, pressing up, back to cactus. Only to 90 degrees, never dropping any further, because that's going to keep the intensity a lot higher. If you drop the arms all the way down and the elbows get to the side, that's when you lose that intensity in the muscles. All right, last one, and cactus pulse. So keeping them here, just a very tiny lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring one arm in and back. Other arm. We're alternating arms, forward, back, trying to keep them in that 90 degree cactus position. Just 3, 2, 1. Okay, both arms together. You knew it was going to happen, right? 5. You're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that cactus just for 7, 6, 5. Breathe into it. 3, 2, 1. All right, drop the weights. Whew. All right. Well done, everyone. Shake out those arms. Ah. All right, we're actually going to stand back up again, and it's going to feel good. Oh, okay. Shake everything out. I'm going to take a quick drink. Just make sure you stay hydrated. All right. My shoulders are cooked. They are feeling it now. So we're going to go into another part of the arms. We're going to go into the triceps. All right. Let's even out our arms a little bit. So if you have weights, again, grab whatever is right for you. We're going to be going into a chair pose. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little better. So keep your feet about hip width apart. We're going to sink. Actually, first bring your arms up into a bicep hammer curl. We're going to sink the hips down and back, bending the knees into that chair pose, trying to keep the spine lengthened. We're going to go into some tricep, I think they're called kickbacks. So from that hammer curl, lengthening them back to the back wall and lifting them as high as you can. Making sure the knees do not come past the feet. You should always be able to see your feet in front of your knees. Squeezing at the top. Maybe just for a half second before you come back into your bicep curl. Just 3, 2, 1. All right, let's pulse in that tricep. Stretch behind us, pulsing as high as you can, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting, pulling the belly button into the spine, protecting that lower back, keeping the neck neutral, pressing into the heels. All right, just 3, 2, 1. Flip the palms so they're facing upwards. Let's do another pulse. So palms are facing the ceiling now. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop the arms to your side. Coming into that mountain pose with your feet about hip width, spine lengthened up. Bring the weights together above your head. We're going to do some tricep stretches behind the head. So just bending the elbows so they come back behind you and then straightening them back up again. Nothing should be moving except the elbows are bending. Everything else stays steady. Nice job. Just 5, 4, 3. Make sure you're pressing your hips forward a little bit. Last one. All right, now hold it at the bottom. Really feeling that stretch through the triceps. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting all the way back up. We're going to do just some very easy. We're going to open up to the top, sweeping the arms up and around and back. So kind of like stretching, but we're going to keep our weights in our hands. So sweeping the arms out and up and back down. This should feel good. Palms are facing forward the whole time. So as you sweep out, keep the palms facing forward at the top and back down. All right, dropping the weights to the ground. We'll set them on the ground. Let's do a little bit of arm stretch before we go into some core. So stretching one arm across the body. Hold it there. All right, and stretch the other arm across the body. And I think those triceps need a little bit of stretch. So bringing one elbow behind, grabbing it with the opposite hand, stretching through all those muscles we just worked. And other side. Okay. Shake it out a little bit. Take a quick drink if you need. We're going to meet down on the mat for a little bit of core work. All right. Laying all the way down on your mat, on your back. Stretching the arms up and over the head. We're going to do some roll-ups into a forward fold. So as you inhale, bring the arms up and over your head. When you get here, slowly lift the head and the back as you pull your arms forward, 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 lifting all the way up and all the way as far as you can into that forward fold. And then coming back up, slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and arms stretching back over the head. We're going to do that slowly 3 more times. So first, arms come up over the head, then feel like someone is pulling your arms. So you're leading with your hands, and they're pulling you all the way up and over your feet as far as you can. Then coming back up, and then rolling down through the spine. Let's do that again. Inhaling up, pulling those hands forward. Maybe you can reach a little bit further this time. And then exhale all the way down. Last time. Slowly inhaling, pulling those arms up, letting the rest of you follow. And up and over the legs a little bit further. You can even grab your feet this time. Hold it there for a second. Stretching through the backs of the legs. All right. And then exhale as you lengthen back down. We're going to do that 4 more times a little bit quicker. So inhale up and over. Well, at your speed. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale over the legs. Inhale up. And roll down as you exhale. 2 more times. Over. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. See if you can get a little further into your forward fold. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're gonna build on this a little bit. As we come up, we're gonna come up into a boat pose position instead of a forward fold position. So you're welcome to watch what this looks like, or if you know boat pose, let's go. So same sort of start. Inhale as you reach your arms up and over. Then as you come up, lift your legs into a boat pose. Your legs can be bent or they can be straight. Either way, it's up to you. Then rolling all the way back down, letting your legs drop. All right, let's do that again. And exhale down. Inhale, come up. Straightening if you want. I always like to bend my knees before at the beginning and end, though. This time, we're going to come all the way up into that boat pose, and I want you to hold up here. You can stay with your knees bent, arms forward, or you can lengthen the legs, holding that boat pose. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring your knees, or bring your hands to your chest. We're going to twist and open. Come back to center, twist the other way and open. Center and open. If your legs are shaking, you're in good company, because mine sure are right now. Okay, just 2 more on each side. So last one. Other side, twist and open, come back to center. Okay, keep the legs up. Bring your hands behind you. We're going to straighten and crunch to the chest. So straighten out to boat, crunch to the chest. Straighten. Inhale as you straighten, exhale as you crunch in. Last 2. Last one. All right, drop the legs. Oh man, that felt really good, right? Okay, straighten out those legs. Feels really good to let them rest on the mat. We have one final exercise before we go into our cool down. And I think you're gonna like it, because we're gonna strengthen the back a little bit after all those abdominals. So we're gonna roll onto our stomachs and do some skydivers. This is gonna help strengthen the back sides of our bodies. So on your belly, bringing your hands below the shoulders. They can be open or they can be in fists if you want. We're just gonna start with the upper body. So slowly lifting the head, the neck, and the chest off the mat, and your hands. Holding it here, pulling the elbows up and back together, pulling the hands up, pulling that belly button into the spine, really engaging the back of your body, and then lowering back down. Taking a deep breath here. We're going to go again. So lifting the chest, lifting the hands, lifting the elbows, and really engaging those abdominals. Pulling that belly button up as hard as you can. And then relaxing back down. You can stay here. We're going to do this 2 more times. If you want to add on, we're going to add our lower body. So knees are going to come a little bit wide, and you're going to bend them, bring your heels together above your glutes. So as we lift our upper body, we're going to try to lift the heels up as well, lifting our thighs off the mat as much as we can. It is hard though. So, all right, prepare. We're going to lift in 3, 2, 1. So lift, 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 pressing the heels together, lifting them up to the ceiling. I really feel my glutes now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop it down. Whew. Oh, I almost got a cramp in my, the backside of my thigh. Do that one, my hamstring. All right. Okay, shake it out. We're gonna do one more. Choose the variation that's right for you. All right, I'm gonna try again. If I cramp up, I'm gonna have to drop back down. Okay. You can press those heels firmly together, and we're gonna lift everything up. Ready? Chest up, hands up, elbows up, knees up, thighs up, pull, pull, pull. Pull that belly up into the spine for 2, for 1, and drop down. Whew. All right. Press back to your child's pose. That was our last exercise. We're just going to do some cool down stretches now. Okay. Slowing down the breath. Man, that child's pose was never more well-deserved than it is now. It feels so good. Okay, pressing up. We're going to come into a seated position on our mat. Okay, easy seat. So legs are crossed in front of you. Okay, we better stretch those arms a little bit more along with the whole body. But all right, we're going to do some side stretches. So bringing one arm up and over. Watch the hand with your eyes. Stretching the whole side, the arm. Really feeling my shoulder. All right, coming back up. Folding over your legs. That feels really good on the hips. Coming back up. I want you to switch the cross of your legs the other way. We're going to stretch the opposite side now. Coming up, watching that hand with your eye. Opening up through that whole side body and your arm all the way to your fingertips. And back down. Folding back over those bent legs. This is one of my favorite stretches. All right, coming back up. Coming into deer pose legs. So keeping one shin parallel to the front of your mat, the other leg to your side. We are going to first fold forward. Just a quick little forward fold. Really deep into that front leg and glute, thigh. Okay, coming back up. We're going to twist. So follow that twist over that front leg, twisting, and then coming down onto your hands or your elbows. Rotating through that spine. And then coming back up. Quickly, we're just going to press. So the same shin that's in front, take that same arm behind you and lift up, pressing open through that hip. A slight back bend, looking up at the ceiling. All right, coming back down. Let's do the other side. So first, a quick forward fold over that front shin. Twisting over that front leg, dropping down behind you if you can, onto your palms, onto your elbows. I love ending a yoga flow with a rotation. So good for the spine. All right, coming back up. So same arm as your front shin, place it just behind you, lift up and back bend, pressing the hips forward, letting the head drop back. And then sitting back down. All right, come into a wide-legged position. Let's stretch the arms. So arm comes across, pulling it with your other hand. Either way, arm come across. Same time, we're kind of stretching those inner thighs too. You're welcome. All right, let's do a tricep stretch again. I know we've already done these, but they could really use a little extra stretch after all that. Okay, other side. Drop the hands, clasp them behind you, and pull back. Pull those shoulder blades together, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, releasing. One final stretch down here on the ground. Just fold forward over those legs. Okay. All right, let's meet in a standing position. We're going to stretch those quads real quick. So lift one leg behind you, stretching that thigh open, pressing the quad and hip forward. Let's go to the other side. You can use a wall or a chair to balance if you need. Over time, your balance will improve. Just takes practice. Okay. All right, we'll meet back in that mountain pose. Inhale, arms out, up. Biggest inhale you've had all day. Give yourself a high five at the top. Bring all that good energy to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has powered up whatever you have that's following. Maybe, hopefully you're doing this in the morning. For us, it is a Monday morning, so we are powering up our whole week. Thank you for joining us.